going, guys? My name's Edward Draffin from MANTA Exhaust. We're a family-run company based in Cunderdin WA, about an hour and a half east of Perth. I'm here today with Gavin from Summit Expeditions. We're going to go for a quick tour of the factory and see what we get up to here, where we distribute our exhaust, performance exhaust systems Australia-wide. We've got a network of over 500 dealers across Australia. We make a high-quality product that sounds great, as you've no doubt heard on some of Gavin's videos.
Yo.
This is Paul Allenby, he's our operations manager and also manages our factory. He's just going to show us how our CNC manual bender works. So it's fully computer controlled, so you can be guaranteed that every part that comes off this machine is going to be exactly the same, so you can guarantee the fitment of it.
Well, I'm not the normal bender.
A normal bending guy's away. G'day. Right.
He is.
On.
Yep.
All the pump on.
Yep.
Just fed the tube on. We've lubed up the inside of it, so it obviously makes everything run quite smoothly. Now everything from here on is fully automatic, so all computer controlled. Hit it. Stand clear, can swing around.
And what's this exhaust going to go on?
This is for an 80 series Land Cruiser, HZJ80. With a 2.5 inch pipe size, because it's for the naturally aspirated engine, so we obviously don't go 3 inch on those because you lose too much down low. If this was a turbo diesel 80, we'd obviously do a 3 inch pipe for it. Yeah, we've got Australia's biggest range of performance exhausts. Primarily in the four-wheel drive stuff, so Patrols, Land Cruisers, Navaras, Colorados, D-Maxes, all the modern four-wheel drives. Hilux is another big one. Then we've obviously got a pretty broad range for street vehicles as well, so all your Falcons and Commodores. We're obviously continually developing new products, so something like the Mustang is something we haven't released yet, but we are in development for that one. So yeah, we've sort of got pretty much everything. The only thing we don't really touch is the Euro stuff, except we obviously do the Amarok, so yeah.
Got a couple of mils on, just for a bit of extra. All about adding value.
Gotcha.
Ready to go.
Feed it on. So this here is sort of a much more primitive method of bending on one of the older machines we've got over in the corner. As you can see, it squashes the tube diameter throughout the radius of the bend, whereas you compare that to the mandrel bending, you can see the actual balls that it draws through during the bending process keeps that nice full bend radius for maximum flow, so you get the best performance.
Here's the 80 series from the factory. So you can see here, that's that part basically there. We took that off my father-in-law's 80 series. But just look at that.
You see they squish it right down, who knows what the hell for.
I think that was to get it over the rear axle.
So that hasn't been damaged, that's
no,
the factory level.
No, that's intact.
Yeah, even the turbo diesel 80 series, they squash the hell out of it as well on those. So when you're running a full 2.5 on the naturally aspirated or 3 inch on the turbo diesels, it makes a big difference to them.
What sort of performance difference would you say between the two?
Oh, well, I've been in this car, and I mean, the headline figures are probably 10-15%, but it's like driving a different car. We got extractors in a 2.5-inch system on a naturally aspirated 80 series, and you couldn't take the smile off the father's face. He loved it.
Beautiful.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, and even on the turbo diesel 80s, you get around sort of 8 to 10% just by bolting that 3-inch exhaust on. So
Gotta give it a Toyota though. That's a 20-odd-year-old pipe, and you know,
hasn't done too bad.
Still serviceable, but yeah, I know what I'd rather have. I have this one.
All right, so this is one of our older sort of benders. We mainly just use it for doing 4-inch now. This is sort of semi-automatic, like it does automatic bend angles and that sort of thing, but all the pipe rotation and everything has to be done manually. This takes an experienced operator to run on that pipe that we just saw getting bent. Needs to be an experienced guy that knows what he's doing. Would take him about sort of 7 minutes to do it. Whereas you compare that to on the fully CNC machine, and the whole process happens in about 45 seconds.
Whereabouts overseas is it going?
Funnily enough, our first overseas dealer that we're setting up is actually in Mongolia. So done a fair bit to Russia, Africa, South America, Central America, pretty much anywhere where they've got diesel four-wheel drives. Obviously the cruisers are a huge one, but certainly, yeah, we send our stuff globally. So,
For a bit of perspective, how big is Cunderdin?
I think it's about 800 people.
In the whole town?
Yeah, and we employ about, I think, 15 or 20 here, so yeah, reasonable.
And how long's MANTA been going now in Cunderdin?
We've been here in Cunderdin since 1992. I think we built the factory in about 94, and then we expanded it again in about 2008, so we've doubled the size of it. So yeah, we've got a fairly reasonable production.
And how many generations of the family are working here?
I'm third generation, so yeah, sort of me and my brothers are the movers and shakers, essentially. So this is just the part of a system off a 70 series cruiser. This is obviously the dump pipe that comes off the back of the turbo. This is fresh off the press, so it's just been painted. You can see we go basically straight out to 3-inch as soon as possible, obviously to get maximum flow. We've got the EGT fitting on every dump pipe as standard, so you can put a pyro bung in there, run a exhaust gas temperature gauge, which is obviously pretty important if you're wanting to keep an eye on what's going on inside your diesel, especially if you're tuning it up or chipping it at all. So it's pretty easy. You just unscrew the bung in there, screw your probe in, wire it up, and away you go. So obviously then follows on the rest of the system. We're missing the back half, but as you can see, we use all the Toyota style mounts, so it's pretty simple to bolt up. 2-bolt flanges the whole way through, so it makes it nice and simple. Doesn't exactly bolt up to the factory flange position, but all our systems are modular. So for example, this section here is without a cat, so we would say this is for off-road use only. If you did want to swap a cat section in, it's just a matter of unbolting this, bolting the new part in, and away you go. So my name's Edward Draffin from MANTA Exhausts, and you're watching Summit Expeditions.
That's not there.